Using the indirect function and a drop-down list, this video will teach you how to take multiple reports spanning across different files and worksheets and consolidate the data into a dashboard-esque single location. We've all had reports that are always in different files, and each store, element, or the like are separated out by their own worksheet. We have also thought, why couldn't this have been in a master sheet? Splitting it out just makes running an analysis harder. This video will show you a quick and easy way to consolidate. As we begin, a caveat to this method is that the report being consolidated need to be consistent and near identical with very little variance between reports. In this example, the reports being used have monthly data, so we'll start by creating the headers. Then we'll grab the desired categories. In this case, we'll simply use the various merchandise categories. We'll first look at the steps needed using a VLOOKUP. Works fine, simple. Then we see the problem when trying to fill right. The column referenced needs to change with each month. Let's get ahead of that issue and number all the columns in our individual reports. Also the columns above our months in our main file. Writing an index match. This method is a bit better, but it is still static to only one store. It can't return any of the others. This is where the indirect function becomes extremely useful. It's always best practice to create as dynamic of a formula as possible. Creating static formulas doesn't do anyone any good. What the indirect does is it creates a reference to a range. Here I'm going to input a string that mimics all that is in the formula above. I turned on View Formula in order to help me type out the exact string I need to go into the indirect function. Being careful with the double quotes and square brackets, we'll choose the E1 cell that will refer to which file, then choose the D4 cell that is the drop-down list of the different store names, and lastly column C2N, the data array. Indirect translates that string into the range we're looking for. The first row is pulling data in from store I9. We can see the dynamic quality of the second row when we start changing the store from the drop-down list. As you can see, when we select store I9, the data returned are the same. When we fill right and cross into a new year, the first row doesn't know that. It's still pulling January 2014 data, while the second row now pulls in 2015 data. Hopefully this video shows off the versatility of combining the drop-down list, the indirect function, and the benefits of keeping formulas dynamic. These tidbits are merely the first steps into creating an easy, updatable dashboard.